From the darkest depths of ancient cultures across the globe, legends speak of forbidden lands hidden beneath the Earth's surface. These underworlds, veiled in mystery and myth, hold the secrets of life, death, and the unknown. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pantheon Mythology. My name is Adam, your tour guide for today, so put your goggles on and strap in, because we're about to go deep. Welcome, travellers, to the captivating realm of the Greek underworld, Hades. Our journey begins on the legendary river Styx, a dark and swirling river that separates the world of the living from the world of the dead. Charon, the grim ferryman, awaits to transport souls across the river to the realm of Hades. But be warned, for the journey is perilous, and only those who pay the fare with a coin placed upon their lips during the burial can gain passage. Passing through the murky waters, we arrive at the gates of Hades, a massive, imposing gate guarded by the terrifying three-headed dog, Cerberus. This ferocious creature ensures that the souls who enter do not leave. Fear not, for we come in peace, seeking only to learn and understand the mysteries of this realm. After crossing the gates, we find ourselves in the Asphodel Meadows, a vast and desolate plain where the souls of the ordinary and neutral people reside. Here they wander aimlessly, the memories of their past lives fading away like a distant dream. Our next stop is the beautiful Elysian Fields, a paradise reserved for the most heroic and virtuous souls. Here they enjoy eternal bliss, basking in the warmth of the sun and indulging in all the pleasures they desire. But not all souls are destined for bliss. Those who committed grave crimes or angered the gods find themselves in the fields of punishment. Here they endure torments that fit their transgressions, a grim reminder of their past deeds. The naughty boys and girls. Our journey takes a dark turn as we reach the deepest abyss of Hades, Tartarus. This gloomy pit serves as a prison for the Titans and other malevolent beings. The mighty Atlas, condemned to hold up the heavens, can also be found here. Finally, we approach the magnificent palace of Hades and Persephone, where the rulers of the underworld reside. Hades, the somber and just king, and Persephone, the compassionate queen, oversee the domain of the dead, maintaining a delicate balance between life and death. Wave to the lovebirds. Now, brave adventurers, welcome to the chilling realm of the Norse underworld, Helheim. Our journey begins at the edge of the underworld, where the Yol River flows ominously. This icy river marks the boundary between the world of the living and the domain of the dead. To cross it, we will encounter the fearsome guardian, Hrothgar, who ensures that only the departed souls are granted passage. There's no gate crashing here, folks. Passing through the River Yol, we approach the colossal gates of Helheim. These gates are guarded by the monstrous and watchful Garm, a fierce hound with eyes that gleam like fiery embers. Garm's ferocity ensures that those who have come to the realm of the dead remain there. Once we pass through Hell's Gate, we find ourselves in the realm reserved for the ordinary deceased. Here, the souls of those who led honourable but unremarkable lives reside. This part of Helheim, called Hell's Hall, is a desolate and gloomy place where the spirits of the dead live in a perpetual state of shadow and silence. But not all souls in Helheim are destined for peace. The wicked and deceitful souls face a darker fate. They find themselves in the grim and frozen wasteland of Norstrand, a place of eternal punishment. Here they are tormented by venomous serpents, a fitting retribution for their past sins. Finally, we reach the heart of Helheim, the imposing Hall of Hell. Here, the powerful goddess Hel, half alive and half dead, reigns over the realm. With her pale and stern countenance, she ensures order and balance between the living and the dead. Now let's get out of here. It's bloody freezing. Welcome, explorers, to Duat, the fascinating realm of the Egyptian underworld. Our journey begins at the gates of the underworld. guarded by the fierce and imposing god Anubis. As the jackal-headed deity of mummification and the afterlife, Anubis ensures that only the pure and worthy souls may enter Duat. He also guides and protects the souls on their perilous journey. As we venture further, we come across the solar bark of Ra, the sun god, travelling through the night skies. Every night, Ra enters the underworld to face various challenges, battling the serpent Apep, symbolic of chaos and evil, to ensure the cycle of day and night continues. Our journey through Duat takes us through the 12 hours of the night, each representing a stage of the soul's journey. The deceased must overcome gates guarded by serpents and other obstacles while reciting magical spells to ward off malevolent beings. At the heart of Duat, we encounter Osiris, the god of the afterlife and resurrection. Osiris presides over the judgment process, imparting wisdom and divine justice to the souls of the deceased. He symbolizes the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth. For those deemed worthy, the journey leads to the fields of Aru, a paradise filled with lush fields and abundant offerings. Here the soul can live in peace and eternal happiness, enjoying the company of loved ones and partaking in joyful activities. However, if the heart is heavy with guilt, it will be devoured by the monstrous Amit, and the soul will face eternal punishment. Our next stop is Mictlan, the enigmatic realm of the Aztec underworld. Our expedition commences with the 9 layers of Mictlan, each representing a distinct stage of the soul's passage. The souls must traverse these treacherous layers, guided by their journey's protector, Xolotl, the dog-headed god and sibling of Quetzalcoatl. As we venture deeper, we encounter the ominous River of Blood, known as the Apanawan. Souls must cross this perilous river, which is guarded by fierce creatures to test their valor and determination. Beyond the river, the souls face 4 challenges that test their strength and spirit. These challenges represent the trials one must overcome to prove their worthiness in the afterlife. In the heart of Mictlan, we come across the rulers of the underworld, Mictlantecutli and his wife, Mictlantecuhtli. As the fearsome deities presiding over Mictlan, they ensure that the dead are treated fairly and maintain the order of the underworld. As the souls progress through Mictlan, they eventually reach their final resting place. Here they await the celebration of the Day of the Dead, when living relatives honor and remember them with offerings and rituals. Remarkably, the journey does not end in Mictlan. Once a year, during the festival of Miquelhuitantli, the souls are allowed to return to the world of the living. Families eagerly await this event, offering food and prayers to welcome the spirits of their departed loved ones. Lastly, here's a dark, shadow-like realm, where the souls of the forgotten or those who faced an impure judgment reside. Here, they endure a state of non-existence, their existence dependent on the memories of the living. Creepy down here, isn't it? Let's move on. Yomi no Kuni, or just Yomi for short, is the captivating underworld of Japanese mythology. Our adventure begins at the entrance to Yomi, where a dark and mystical forest marks the boundary between the living world and the realm of the dead. Here the boundary is guarded by the deity of death, Izanami, and the monstrous gatekeeper, Gashadokuro, a giant skeleton spirit. To enter Yomi, the souls must cross the river of 3 crossings, called the Sanzu River. Souls face 3 perilous crossings, each guarded by demonic creatures that test the worthiness of the deceased. To ensure a safe passage, the living perform memorial rites and offer prayers to guide their loved ones to the afterlife. As we journey further, we arrive at the heart of Yomi, a shadowy realm shrouded in mystery. The souls of the departed dwell here, their existence marked by a subtle and ethereal existence, often referred to as shadowy beings. Deep within Yomi, we find the grand palace of the Lord of Yomi, Izanami. She rules over this domain with a regal yet sorrowful presence, surrounded by spirits and creatures of the underworld. Her authority and influence extend over the departed souls and the cycle of life and death. As our journey in Yomi no Kuni nears its end, we bid farewell to the realm of the dead. But remember, The spirits of the departed are never truly gone. Their presence lingers, guiding and protecting the living, as well as leaving an everlasting mark on Japanese culture and beliefs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we approach the mysterious realm of the Chinese underworld, Diyu. Our expedition commences at the moment of death, where the soul departs the mortal realm and embarks on a perilous journey to Diyu. Guided by the mystical deity Yama, the king of hell, the soul traverses the rivers and landscapes to face judgment for its deeds in life. As we venture deeper, we arrive at the 10 courts of hell, each presided over by a judge and tasked with determining the fate of the departed souls. These souls are judged based on their actions in life, and their virtues and sins are meticulously weighed on the scales of justice. Our path leads us to the River of Three Crossings, where the souls must cross the 3 treacherous rivers, the Black Water, the Blood River, and the River of Forgetfulness. Each crossing represents a trial, testing the soul's resolve and memories. Next, we encounter the Mirror of Retribution, a mystical mirror that reflects the soul's true nature and actions during their lifetime. Here, the souls come face to face with the consequence of their deeds, both good and bad. Deep within Diyu, we find the Wheel of Reincarnation, where the souls are assigned their future destinies. The virtuous souls may be granted a chance to be reborn into a higher life form, while those burdened by sin may face the cycle of reincarnation into lower beings. Beyond the 10 courts, we discover the majestic palace of Yama, where the king of hell, Yama, oversees the judgment and administration of Diyu. Yama is both revered and feared, as he holds the power to grant leniency or invoke punishment upon the souls. As our journey through the Chinese underworld nears its end, we witness the souls return to the mortal realm. During the Ghost Festival, the living pay tribute to their ancestors, providing offerings and prayers to ease the soul's suffering and ensure their well-being in the afterlife. Our last stop of today's underworld tour is the realm of the Mesopotamian underworld, Ir-Kala. Our odyssey begins at the moment of passing, as the soul leaves the mortal realm, embarking on a treacherous descent into Ir-Kala. Guided by the enigmatic Gala, shadowy beings of the underworld, the soul navigates through 7 gates, each marking a significant stage of the journey. Deeper, we approach the river of the underworld, known as the Hubur. Souls must traverse this somber and foreboding river to reach the heart of Ir-Kala. Guided by the ferryman, often linked with the god Nergal, they navigate their perilous waters. Next, we find the rulers of the dead, presiding over the destiny of departed souls. The soul's deeds and character are scrutinized to determine their fate in the afterlife, as divine justice prevails in this realm. Deeper still, we find the grand palace of Ereshkigal, the formidable goddess who governs the underworld. With solemn authority, Ereshkigal receives the souls, orchestrating the necessary rites to assign them their rightful places. Past the palace, souls may encounter the Gala and Ekimu, malevolent spirits haunting the underworld. Appeasement rituals and offerings to these spirits ensure peaceful rest for the departed and protection from their influence on the living. Continuing our journey, we arrive at the Land of No Return, where departed souls dwell for eternity, a realm veiled in shadows, offering a stark contrast to the joys of the living world. As our exploration nears its end, we witness the living's return to the mortal realm. Elaborate funeral rites and offerings are performed to honor and remember the departed, fostering their tranquility in the afterlife. Well, that's it, friends. Tour over. What are your thoughts on these underworlds? Would you like us to cover more in another video? Share your thoughts in the comments and give a like, and may as well subscribe too if you're new in these parts. Before you call it a day and return to your incredibly exciting lives, may I point you towards the tour gift shop, Pantheon Apparel. Why not grab a souvenir from your travels with an amazing t-shirt or hoodie inspired by the gods, goddesses, creatures and legends from mythologies across the globe. Not only will you look absolutely godlike, you'll also help support the channel, you kind souls. We're rated excellent on Trustpilot and Ship Worldwide. We'll leave a link in the description below. To continue down your mythological binge, this video on the left here is one that YouTube thinks you'll love, and this playlist on the right here features every single one of our videos. Perfect for a bedtime listen. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one.